Sino yung representative ng OGCC? Comsec?
Mr. Chair, the OGCC sent Attorney Marlito Odosis.
Attorney Odosis, are you present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, the question was referred to you by Land Bank. Sir?
Can I repeat the question, Your Honor?
I think the question of Chairman, do you want to repeat the question, Chairman Akop?
I have another question before I answer that, Mr. Chair. Why is Land Bank referring my question to the Office of the Government Counsel?
Thank you, Mr.
May I know
Chair.
why?
Because they are our legal counsel, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, but you're supposed to know that. Are you trying to tell me that you are allowed to reveal the details of a bank account when asked by COA without knowing the legal basis for such? Yung po ba ang gusto niyong sabihin sa amin dito?
Now, Mr. Chair, we referred it to our legal and then our legal referred it to the
No,
OGCC.
you should know the basis. Bakit nyo binibigay yung data ng bank account?
Remember the exact provision, Mr. Chair, but I know there is a law regarding that provision.
There's a law?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Chair, please recognize the representative of the OGC.
OGCC is recognized.
Your Honor, what is the question, Your Honor?
The question is, what is the legal basis of why Land Bank can provide details of a bank account when asked by COA? What would be the legal basis? Kasi po, ang hirap namin kumuha ng detalye dyan sa COA eh. Nire-raise palagi yung bank secrecy law.
Merong BSP o DOJ opinion before, hindi allowed. Pero nag-request, ito yung basta central bank na lang ang decide. Ito yun. Based on the Land Bank, instructed Land Bank. BSP opinion. There is a BSP opinion. Ito, dated, January 1995. That during audit, the COA can.
Mr. Chair.
Congressman Akop?
There's no answer.
OGCC?
Your Honor, I have here the legal basis is the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Issued opinion dated January 6, 1995, Your Honor.
And what does the opinion state?
That COA can ask information on the deposit accounts of the various LGUs that may violate RA number 1405, Your Honor.
That may violate the bank secrecy law?
Yes, Your Honor.
So COA is allowed based on the opinion issued by
The Bangko Sentral.
the Bangko Sentral.
DOJ din ba?
Mr. Chair, may know also the rationale behind that decision of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas? Kasi dapat nag-provide sila ng reason why.
Yeah. OGCC?
Government funds.
Because of the audit powers of the COA, Your Honor, on government funds.
So that is the reasoning why
yes,
COA is exempt?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you're familiar with the bank secrecy law, sir?
Not so.
But you are the representative of OGCC sent here to assist.
No, Your Honor. previous OGCC representative as a hearing in Naga, Your Honor.
Oh, as a hearing in Naga.
Yes,
But are you
sir.
familiar with the situation here sa hearing na to?
Not all, Your Honor.
But you know why you are here, OGCC.
Yes, Your Honor.
And it's because Land Bank has been seeking your opinion regarding the issue on whether or not they could inform this committee as to the accounts of the provincial government of Cagayan.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the question of Congressman Acop is that why can you give COA and not this committee? Or why is COA exempted from the coverage of the bank secrecy law? I don't know if I remember it correctly, but the bank secrecy law only states that it's only the courts that are exempt, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
That only the courts can order the disclosure of these accounts. Tama po ba?
There are 4 exceptions, Your Honor.
Or what are the 4 exceptions, sir?
Number 1 is written information from the depositor.
Yes, that's the waiver.
In impeachment cases,
Impeachment cases, number 2.
if there is court order,
There's a court order, number 3.
in cases involving the anti-money laundering.
Anti-money laundering.
Yes, Your
Is the
Honor.
COA the anti-money laundering?
No, Your Honor.
So there are, of the 4 exemptions, does it mention that the COA is exempt?
There is no mention, Your Honor.
So why did Land Bank issue it to COA? Or I'll rephrase the question. Can the BSP overturn the law by giving another exemption?
No, Your Honor. It's only the Congress.
It's how you allowed. Congressman Acop, I know you're the one's question. Go ahead, Congressman Acop.
Well, Mr. Chair, you have asked the follow-up question. Why is it that COA is given that authority pursuant to a Bangko Sentral opinion, while the law says otherwise? So bakit nyo binibigyan ngayon yung Land Bank ng authority or permission na i-provide yung details na isang bank account sa COA when the law does not say so? It's not enumerated in the exceptions that you have stated. Kasi kung pwede yung COA, ang next na tanong ko, bakit hindi kami pwede? Binabasa mo yung Bangko Sentral Directive, di ba? Ang sinabi dun sa Central Bank Directive, it is because of the very nature of the funds. These are public funds.
I agree, Your Honor.
Vis-a-vis the functions of COA. Yun ang opinion ng Central Bank. I've read that opinion. Pero, an opinion, yung question ni Chairman, can an opinion of the Central Bank overturn the specific provision of law?
I don't think so.
Yes. Kasi kung isagot mo otherwise, you are not worth your salt being a lawyer, di po ba?
Agree, Your Honor.
Yes. So, Land Bank, bakit nyo nire-reveal yung detalye doon sa COA?
Sir, Mr. Chair, I don't know the specifics, but I remember there was an opinion of our legal that COA is allowed to
I agree.
secure documents.
It's because of a Central Bank
No,
opinion.
I think it's their
May
function.
I know the exact reason why you're allowed?
They're the one examining the government accounts, especially during fraud. So that's why they're allowed to secure documents. I just don't know the provisions because I'm not a lawyer, Mr. Chair.
Sino po ang nagbigay sa inyo ng opinion na yun?
Our legal department.
Can a legal department of a bank overturn a specific provision of law? Yun ang susunod na tanong eh.
It's not overturning, Mr. Chair, but it's providing us guidance.
Yung abogado mo na, he's arrogating unto himself the power of Congress. Kasi mas maigi pa siya at alam niya yun. Samantalang yung Kongreso, 4 lang na exception na sinabi. Di ba? Eh, mas siga pa siya kaysa doon sa Kongreso na gumawa ng batas. And you are providing another exemption? Kasi ang susunod na tanong ko, bakit exempted yung COA? Kami na nag-iimbestiga dito, hindi exempted.
I think this one. This one. Mr. Chair, I retrieved the OGCC opinion to us dated January 2024. And additional exemptions, can I read it, Mr. Chair? Yeah. Additional exceptions are provided by other laws in which bank deposits and investment may be examined, inspected, and inquired into by authorized person or government agencies in the following instances. Number 9 is audit of government deposits by the Commission on Audit. And one of them is the AMLA.
Under what law is that provided?
Under the
Recording.
Anong law?
The general.
Ay, ano na, ma'am. Siguro I suggest you ask the
lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I refer you to our lawyer, Mr. Chair? Can I refer?
Yeah, please proceed.
Mr. Chair. Good afternoon. Just
Pakilapit lang po yung mic.
good afternoon. Just to assist, the provisions in question are first of all, we start with the 1987 Constitution, Section 2, Paragraph 1, Article 9D. The Commission on Audit shall have the power, authority, and duty to examine and audit and settle all accounts or controlled corporations.
Attorney,
And then
let me stop you there, please. Attorney, yan bang provision of the Constitution na yan na binanggit po ninyo is self-executing or does it need a law to be implemented?
Philippines, set examining authority. The Commission shall have the authority to examine books, papers, and documents filed by individuals and corporations with and which are in the custody of government offices in connection with government revenue collection operations for the sole purpose of ascertaining that all funds determined by the appropriate agencies as collectible and due the government have actually been collected except as otherwise provided under the Internal Revenue Code of 1977.
If we array that provision against the provisions of the Bank Secrecy Law, which shall prevail?
PD 1445, Your Honor. This is considered an exception to the Bank Secrecy Law being a more specific law.
Chairman Akop, before you please identify yourself, attorney. And have you taken your oath?
No, Your Honor. Actually, just assisting po si Ma'am.
Hindi kasi
Perla.
hinayaan na kita. That's on record. You have to take your oath.
Understood, Your Honor.
Comsec, please, Mr. Oath.
Please stand up and raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth before this committee, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Chairman Akop, please proceed.
Beg your pardon?
This one for being more specific with respect to the authority of the Commission on Audit.
So yung section 28 of PD 1445.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So it's because of this na meron silang authority. Now, next question. Kung kami ngayon ang magtatanong doon sa COA about their findings insofar as the bank account of the provincial government of Cagayan is concerned, are they not supposed to answer us also?
I think that
Yan. Kung tatanungin namin kayo kung ano yung mga transactions na nangyari, sasagutin niyo po ba kami?
Yes, sir.
Mga pera na nagkas-advance? Will you be able to give us that the answers to this? Transactions na yon, you will reveal it to us.
Yes.
Remember that your answer will tell us na pwede namin tanungin lahat ng aspeto.
Yes, we can, sir. I'm basing my answer on the old case of Arnold versus Nazareno, that the power of the Congress, legislature, it's a necessary power to compel a witness to appear, to give truthful testimony, and produce documents before it. It will amount to serious handicap to its constitutional function if information relevant or material to legislative inquiry audit team can be requested by Congress. This only the caveat, I guess, would be that especially the reports, if not final, that will only be the caveat. But as to all documents within the possession of the special audit team is within Congress's power to request and produce to be submitted it to the committee.
Can we require the COA to ask certain aspects of the transactions from the land bank?
I think the
Kasi sabi mo
transactions,
may plenary power kami talaga eh. So can we do that?
only the transactions covered by the audit is the one being furnished by the land bank, sir. So if the complainant, let's say a complainant will request the production of a document coming from land bank, we cannot just furnish them except to Congress, of course.
Pwede naman kasing intended na naman na hindi hihingin yung kumpletong dokumento eh o transaction. Kaya my question is, can Congress ask COA to ask Land Bank for these documents?
I guess so long if it is within the scope of audit of the special audit team, sir.
Okay. Marami pong salamat sa inyong sagot para alam namin yung susunod namin na gagawin kung sakaling magkaroon uli ng ganitong sitwasyon. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Akop. Any other member who has questions for any of our invited guests? Wala na ba? Mr. Chair. Wala na. Congressman Lara? No more?
Follow-up ko lang dun sa question ni Kong Akop. Pumayag na kung magtatanong ang COA sa land bank on a particular transaction related dun sa subject ng fraud audit, pwede kayong magtanong, di ba? Tama ba yun sagot kanina? If I got it right?
Mr. Chair, so long as it is within the scope of audit.
Scope of audit.
Yes,
Yeah.
entirely related to the audit.
Yeah. Katulad nito, yung transaction ni Mr. Mamba when it comes to withdrawal of public funds. Kasi yun yung subject ng fraud audit. Kung magkano ang total, malalaman nyo yun. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, pag nalaman nyo yun, na-extract nyo, kami sa Congress, pwede kaming makakuha ng kopya. Tama?
If requested by the committee, sir.
Yes, of course. So, sa ngayon, nakakuha na kayo. Kasi yun ang subject
I have no personal knowledge whether or not the special audit team was able to acquire any particular document from the land bank. But I assure you the special audit team has documents coming from the land bank.
Ganito na po, attorney. And then you have now, because you are preparing the final report within the month, di ba? Alam naman dun sa report nyo, sa fraud audit report nyo, walang summary of the total cash or amount involved. Di ba? Except for the amount being ordered to you from 2021 down 2014. Di ba? Pero yung 2022, pakyat, sigurado mayroon. Tama? Or else, ano magiging laman ng report, ng fraud audit report nyo? Yung final. Di ba?
Sir,
Tama?
Sir Chair, may yes. Sir, yes, you're correct po. As informed, meron na po sa amin yung bank statements from 2021 to 2022. And also copy ng checks po.
Oo nga, kaya nga eh. Well, in fact, yung copy of checks, sa inyo yan sa COA, for officiality. Pero yung committee, mayroon na nga yung mga check eh. Well, in fact, it was already confirmed by the Special Disbursing Officer, di ba? Wala ka kasi dito noon, di ba? Wala ka?
Wala po, Sir
Oh,
Chair.
yung previous hearing, kompleto na kami niyan. But of course, question of the fraud audit, final report, sa inyo magagaling. Tama?
Sir, yes, sir.
O, pati yung summary, sigurado mayroon na kayo from 2021 to 2022. Diba?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, ganun. It's established now. Ang hindi lang, just make sure na yung commitment nyo, by the end of this month, tapos na kayo. May padala nyo na po sa committee secretary namin.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay. So, Kong Jojo.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, just a very simple
Yes,
question.
Congressman Zia, please
Yeah,
proceed.
balikan ko lang po kanina because I think this was the first time that we learned about a specific provision under PD 1445. Pinabangga po kanina ni Chairman Romy Acop doon sa Bank Secrecy Law, and I guess this is the first time that I learned about that. May I again ask COA, just for the record, no, para specific po yung ano. So meaning to say, the application of that specific provision as cited, invoked by Attorney Yap, only covers audit, only covers subject of a fraud audit, not the regular audit. O gusto ko lang po malaman. Only those documents that are covered specifically by a fraud audit. Tama po ba?
It applies to all transactions involving public funds, sir. Including special and regular audits.
Special and regular audit.
Yes.
Okay, sige. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, COA.
Thank you, Kong Zia. Thank you, COA. Now, any more from the members? Wala na? No more. Also, once again, thank you for coming, no? Anyway, isa-suspend lang namin to. Kasi may, isa-suspend lang namin, depende na yan sa maging outcome nung COA audit report. No? And the commitment of the COMELEC within the week. No? So, titingnan po natin. Anyway, to all the resource persons, thank you for coming. Sir, Attorney, DILG, Attorney Benitez, thank you po for coming. And ito po, ipa-suspend lang muna. Linawin na natin, suspend lang muna to. Unless until may kompleto na kaming audit report, final fraud audit report from the COA at the same time yung hinintay namin sa COMELEC. So, do I hear motion?
Motion
to suspend.
Second.
There's a motion to suspend. Any objections? The chair says none. The motion is carried. The meeting is suspended.
ng pamalambayan ng Silang. Sa nasabing ring COA memos ay natasan ng COA si Vice Mayor Carranza na magsagawa ng investigasyon hinggil dito at magsampa ng kaukulang kaso sang-ayon sa ebidensyang malalakap. Sa pagsunod sa direktiba nito, ng COA, 141 kaso ang naisampas tanggapan ng ombudsman laban sa alkalde at mga kasama nito. Bago nito ay nagpalabas na rin ang ombudsman ng preventive suspension kay Mayor Kevin Anar na hinggil sa anomalyang paggastos base sa reklamo ni Ginoong Eddie Bayan. Sa pagtangkap ko po ng kahilingan congressional investigation mula sa ating mga kababayan sa Silang, Ang unang katanungan
sent the invitation to her indicated that she's no longer a resident of Silang, Cavite. To those resource persons who we failed to mention, can you please approach the mic and introduce yourself so you may be properly acknowledged? Anyone? That's all for now, Mr. Chair. And also, I'm sorry, from the Commission on Audit, we have Mark Schnell Raimundo, Supervising Auditor, and Wilfredo Mongoso Jr., the OIC Audit Team Leader. Welcome po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. With regards to that, to the invitation that was sent out to an invitee that is not present in today's hearing, we'll just tackle it during the admin matters. Just take note, Comsec.
Noted, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Anyway, just to note, no, for the members present, I warmly welcome you all to this important hearing as we embark again on another important step toward ensuring transparency, accountability, and good governance. This committee has long been at the forefront of addressing issues related to the misuse of public funds and procurement irregularities. Our track record speaks for itself. Through our diligent investigations and in-depth inquiries, we have exposed wrongdoing, rectified irregularities, and played a vital role in safeguarding public funds. It is a responsibility we take seriously, for every centavo we save is another step toward building a stronger and more prosperous nation. Today, we turn our attention to the municipality of Silang, Cavite, where serious allegations of financial misconduct and procurement violations have come to light.
Sent the invitation to her indicated that she's no longer a resident of Silang, Cavite. To those resource persons who we failed to mention, can you please approach the mic and introduce yourself so you may be properly acknowledged? Anyone? That's all for now, Mr. Chair. And also, I'm sorry, from the Commission on Audit, we have Mark Schnell Raimundo, Supervising Auditor, and Wilfredo Mongoso Jr., the OIC Audit Team Leader. Welcome po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. With regards to that, to the invitation that was sent out to an invitee that is not present in today's hearing, we'll just tackle it during the admin matters. Just take note, Comsec.
Noted, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Anyway, just to note, no, for the members present.
Bakit hindi nyo sinubmit sa COA audit report, sa COA audit team, yung 5,000 vote shares? Meron ho ba kayong tinatago?
Thank you po, Your Honor. Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang pong humingi ng pasensya kanina. Hindi po kasi natapos yung speech ko po, pero hindi ko po inaakusa po yung pong committee na pinagbibintangan po ko. Medyo mahaba pa po kasi. Base po yung akusasyon ko po sa mga social media accounts po, tsaka po statement po ng ating pong Vice Mayor. Yung pong tungkol po sa pagdarambong po.
Alam mo,
sa,
Mayor,
yes
Mr. Chair, wala ho kaming pakialam sa politika ninyo dyan sa Silang. Ang investigasyon po nito, whether we are seeking the truth, whether you adhere to the laws, rules and regulations of COA. So kung kayo ay maglalaban po, nasa sa inyo po yun. Pero po, ang ginagawa po natin dito, lilinawin po, kasi ang trabaho po ng Kongreso po para malaman po ninyo. When there is a resolution,
sent the invitation to her indicated that she's no longer a resident of Silang, Cavite. To those resource persons who we failed to mention, can you please approach the mic and introduce yourself so you may be properly acknowledged? Anyone? That's all for now, Mr. Chair. And also, I'm sorry, from the Commission on Audit, we have Mark Schnell Raimundo, Supervising Auditor, and Wilfredo Mongoso Jr., the OIC Audit Team Leader. Welcome po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. With regards to that, to the invitation that was sent out to an invitee that is not present in today's hearing, we'll just tackle it during the admin matters. Just take note, Comsec.
Noted, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Anyway, just to note, no, for the members present.
Bakit hindi nyo sinubmit sa COA audit report, sa COA audit team, yung 5,000 vote shares? Meron ho ba kayong tinatago?
Thank you po, Your Honor. Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang pong humingi ng pasensya kanina. Hindi po kasi natapos yung speech ko po, pero hindi ko po inaakusa po yung pong committee na pinagbibintangan po ko. Medyo mahaba pa po kasi. Base po yung akusasyon ko po sa mga social media accounts po, tsaka po statement po ng ating pong Vice Mayor. Yung pong tungkol po sa pagdarambong po.
Alam mo, Mayor,
Yes po.
Mr. Chair, wala ho kaming pakialam sa politika ninyo dyan sa silang. Ang investigasyon po nito, whether we are seeking the truth, whether you adhere to the laws, rules and regulations of COA. So kung kayo ay maglalaban po, nasa sa inyo po yun. Pero po, ang ginagawa po natin dito, lilinawin po, kasi yung trabaho po ng Kongreso po para malaman po ninyo. When there is a resolution,
Sent the invitation to her, indicated that she's no longer a resident of Silang, Cavite. To those resource persons who we failed to mention, can you please approach the mic and introduce yourselves so you may be properly acknowledged? Anyone? That's all for now, Mr. Chair. And also, I'm sorry, from the Commission on Audit, we have Mark Schnell Raimundo, Supervising Auditor, and Wilfredo Mongoso Jr., the OIC Audit Team Leader. Welcome po, Mr. Chair.